Forget OpenClaw, forget Hermes Agent. I have been building with both all year, and I'm telling you now, they were the prototype. Watch this. I ask my AI employee for a post. It writes in my voice because it knows my voice. I hit one thumbs up. It's live. No dashboard, no copy and paste, no scheduling tool. It's not an assistant sitting on my laptop anymore. This is a colleague with hands. Quick bit of housekeeping. A couple of days ago, I posted a video about Buzz. Jack Dorsey reposted it. So Jack, if you're ever looking for someone to explain your stuff to people, I'm right here. I'll even bring my own compute. More on that in a moment. Here's something that everyone said about Buzz. The agents are all brilliant, but my actual work lives somewhere else. My email, my CRM, my socials. So Buzz is a room full of very clever people with no hands. Let's change that now. First, I'll go ahead and create a new channel to manage my social media. And because it's just for me, I'll make the visibility private and create. There, it's up and running. Okay, now the eagle-eyed of you will notice I've got a Workflows tab up here that allows me to create workflows. We'll get into that in just a minute, but suffice to say you'll need it enabled. It's an experimental feature. Let me show you that. Down here in the profile, you can go into settings and you'll see experiments over here. Just make sure that Workflows is toggled on and you'll be able to access the feature. Okay, first things first, I need to make some dedicated AI agents and invite them to my social media channel before I get started with Workflows. So I'm going to go here to Agents and create my first new agent from scratch. This one will be called Wizard, and I'm going to add a nice image. I also made some custom instructions earlier on, which I can paste in here. A little bit about Creator Magic, who I am. Essentially, this agent will go out and research me and set the channel scene so that my writer agent knows who I am. For this agent, we'll use Claude Code with the harness defaults. Let's create that agent. Okay, now I'll go to my social media channel and I'll add people. Yes, I can add Wizard by searching for Wizard. There he is, added to my channel. Now I'll go ahead and give the Wizard its first task, tagging him in. I'm giving this simple prompt saying, go and research me properly. Start with the YouTube channel and the website and everything like that. And it's very important that I say build the first version of the voice guide on the canvas for the channel. So any agent I bring into this channel in future can immediately know my voice, my style, and what I'm all about. So we'll hit enter on this. Wizard has eyes on it and is already working on replying by doing a full, thorough investigation into me. If I click into activity, it says I'll start researching Mike Russell and Creator Magic now, YouTube channel, LinkedIn and X, and build a canvas. This is all working nicely. It's doing tool calls because it's using my Claude Max plan. Yes, that's right. A lot of you asked in the previous video, is this API credits? No, it's actually running on a subscription. I have a $200 Claude Max plan and my agent runs on that inside Buzz. It's really insane. Okay, so while the Wizard is off doing wizardy things, I'm going to go back to agents here and I'm going to create another agent, and this one will be super scoped to run my social media. I'll call it Merlin, and I'm going to scope this in with instructions to say you write LinkedIn posts as Mike Russell. It's got rules here already and no commentary, nothing else, just the post. So this agent will be super scoped, British English, and one post per reply. This agent is super scoped to one task only. There he is, up and running on Claude Code. And look, over here we've finished. Yes, the Wizard has replied. Let's look at what he's done. Wow, no, picked up the voice guide research, working through the last 30 videos. This is fantastic. I'll update the canvas as soon as summary is here with V1 up. This is awesome. So my Wizard is working away getting my brand voice. Now I can set up Merlin to write those LinkedIn posts. Okay, I'll go to channel members here and I will go ahead and add Merlin, which is right here. We can add this agent in, and this is the beauty of Buzz. I can add Merlin in and any context in the channel from before, Merlin will automatically pick up on. All right, channel created, agents ready and researching me. Now is the time to connect it all together with Buzz Workflows. So I'll go to the workflows option that I just switched on, and I'm going to create my very first workflow. Now this looks a bit overwhelming at first, but trust me, it's pretty easy to get started. First, I'm going to scope it into my social media channel, which is private. And then I'm going to start filling this out. Now, the easiest way to do that is to get AI to generate you some YAML that you can just paste in, and everything that I'm featuring in this video, I'll share inside my community, which is linked up down below. Oh, and another benefit to joining my community, you join all these people in the Buzz already. They're sharing compute, and this is something Jack posted about just recently, stating here that it's just one click in Buzz to make a local model available to agents and share your compute with other people. We've already got multiple members sharing their own local models. Just take a look at agents over here. Here's one running on a local model for me. It's running on Buzz Shared Compute. And if we drop down models, we can already see some of the models that the community are sharing here. Each local model is shared by a different community member. It's an awesome way of having a group of people who agree to share their compute all together in one space and no more tokens to the big AI companies, which I love. So if you want to get in on this, join my community. The link is down below. By the way, just so you know, my wizard has been running for some time. It's captured videos, my current subscriber count. It's capturing everything. It's even using the Apify MCP, which is linked into my Claude Code account, to really research me deeply. This is awesome. Okay, back to workflows, edit as YAML. I'm going to paste this YAML in that I generated earlier, and now I can walk you through this. Now, this is a two-part step. First of all drafts made by Merlin will go to an approval queue. When I drop a thumbs up, they get published. So I'm going to create 2 zaps on Zapier that will be called via webhook. Watch this. First, every draft is captured for approval so it can be looked up by message ID and the workflow obviously enabled. So the trigger is when a message is posted in that channel, the workflow will start. And then look at this. Step 1 is to call a webhook. That's a Zapier webhook from a zap we're about to create. It's going to post, and down here, it's simply going to post all of the message ID and text and author, so then everything can get recorded in a Zapier table. The trigger, of course, will be a webhook. I'm going to copy and paste that webhook here into the URL inside Buzz. With that workflow now created, let's go and give it a test. At Merlin, and we want to say, write a post about giving AI agents the ability to actually do things in Buzz, not just talk, like what we're doing in this channel. Now, this is important because it will pull the context from the channel. I trigger it off. Merlin is on it, taking a look at this, spinning up. We can actually click in here and view the activity of Merlin as it works live. And look at this. Tokens are already going off to Claude Code. You can see here it's read the channel, so it knows exactly what's happening. Okay, we've got a reply, and here it is. Wow, most AI agents can talk. So over here, we'll test the webhook and see if it caught. Yes, it did indeed. Post this in the main channel, not as a thread, and make it much shorter, like 1 paragraph maximum. Boom. Okay, this is awesome. This could be the first post that I actually approved to go on LinkedIn. Let's check if it landed inside Zapier. Okay, another quick check of records in Zapier. There's a new one, and look at this. Most AI agents can talk. This is exactly the social post that Merlin just created. Now, you'll notice the author is signed, and that's one of the beauties of Buzz. Every action is signed, whether it's human or AI, and this signature belongs to Merlin, my AI agent. If we look at the previous request, that was me posting, and this is my public author ID. So now it's a case of a simple filter just to get the agent's draft posts into a Zapier table. We will filter. And here we'll ask the Zap to only continue if the author exactly matches, and then we'll put in the key of my AI agent. Let's continue. And you can see the Zap would have continued because that is the key that my AI agent signs each post with. So now it's a case of selecting Zapier tables, the message ID, and of course the text of the post right here. Okay, it's done. And if we look at the Zapier table over here, yes, we have now got 1 post added to our Zapier table, meaning that approval is just 1 more Zap and a workflow away. This is a recap of what we did. When there's a message in the social media channel, it's caught by a Zapier webhook. It's filtered out by ID, so only Merlin's posts then get recorded to a Zapier table by message ID and text. Now we have the data in and ready for my approval. It's a simple case of creating 1 more workflow, and this one's going to be in the social media stream. I'll paste in the YAML here, and what you'll see is this is a publish approved draft workflow. So every time I react with a thumbs up, the post will go live and the channel will get a receipt. So every time a thumbs up happens inside social media, publish is executed, and notice again, it's checking for author. That is my public ID. So only I can authorize posts to LinkedIn. And this is where signing everything on Buzz gets super cool and super secure because everyone has an ID and only my approval allows that post to go live. Once that condition is met, it goes to a Zapier webhook, which gives the message ID and a trigger that it's been approved. And step 2, I'll get a receipt inside the channel to say it's published to LinkedIn and approved by me. We'll go ahead and create this, so we now have 2 workflows, one that grabs every post that's drafted by Merlin, and the second one allows it to post to LinkedIn when I approve with a thumbs up. Again, for this, we're catching another webhook. Over in social media here, we'll check if this actually works by throwing a thumbs up on this post that Merlin made. And look, I immediately get the receipt to say it's published to LinkedIn. Well, it's not quite yet because I didn't finish the zap, but the idea is already there and working. Let's check the webhook actually received the info. And yes, it did. One new request here, and we can see here a message ID. This corresponds to the message inside Buzz. We'll find records inside a table, go to configure. The table will be my LinkedIn posts. Lookup field will be message ID, and it needs to be exactly the same as the message ID that the webhook received. Now let's test the step, and boom! Very, very exciting. The approved post that I put a thumbs up on in Buzz is received. It's ready to post to LinkedIn. We'll add one more step in here, and we'll type in LinkedIn. Okay, the LinkedIn integration is logged in as me, so I'm going to actually go ahead and create share update. Now the comment will map to the record that came in from Zapier table, which is this text right here. It can be visible to whoever we like, anyone or connections only, and that's literally all we need to do. We'll publish the LinkedIn Publishers app, here it goes. Same goes for the Zap that actually captures the LinkedIn posts and puts them into a Zapier table. All right, with those Zaps live, we can now test it end to end. Now, because my agents remember everything, I can tag in Merlin and say, okay, I just published the post you gave me. It's really good. Give me a follow-up post, just a couple of sentences, make it funny and say, this actually works. I connected it all with Zapier and it works end to end with Buzz as well, and how exciting this is. Okay, with that done, we'll send that to Merlin. That will actually now go to work. Merlin is drafting the post. Stand by for it. Merlin has replied here, and we look here, quick update. My AI team in Buzz actually works. I wired it up with Zapier, typed one line. Woo, this is amazing. Okay, we've got a successful run here, and I've got another post here queued and ready to go. So let's trigger it with a thumbs up. Yes, I like it, so thumbs up, boom, and my receipt published right in here. This is awesome. Refresh my LinkedIn page, scroll down to the posts, and wow, there it is. Oh my goodness me. It actually worked. Quick update on my AI team in Buzz. It actually works. Slightly worried the agents are now more employable than I am. So watch what just happened there. I didn't open another app. I didn't approve anything in a dashboard. I just reacted with an emoji inside Buzz, and the emoji was signed by my key. That's huge. All the receipts land right here in the channel, so I've got a full history of everything I'm doing, and the agents self-improve as we go. Now, here's something I promised you in my last video. Under Settings, Compute, it's a beautiful feature. If you switch it on, you can share Compute with others. And since that last video, a load of you have joined my community server. And here's the thing I really didn't expect. Many of you are actually sharing your RAM and your compute with other members. So the models on my Mac Studio become available to other people, and their machines become available to me. No API keys, no token bill. It's really, really insane. Look at this agent here, and if I go into models, you'll see some of the models that are being shared right now by other members. And the more people who join, the bigger the models we can run. It's all peer-to-peer AI that gets better as more people turn up. I really have not seen anything else quite like it. Link is below if you want to get in. And let's go ahead and build more AI agents together inside Buzz. So here's where I've landed. The agent drafts, I thumbs up, and Zapier does the work in the real world. And every step of that is a signed event. My approval isn't a click in someone else's dashboard. It's signed with my key. It sits in an audit log right next to the thing it authorized permanently. And that bit really matters. So OpenClaw has demonstrated to us that these things can exist. Hermes agent, well, that was showing us that it can self-improve with skills. But this, Buzz, shows us that agents can live on a team with an identity, with a memory of who they are. You can plug agents in, pull them out at any time. That's why I called OpenClaw and Hermes agent prototypes. This is the real deal. Now, everything I built today is in my community. You'll find the link down below. Come and share some compute with us. And Jack, the offer still stands. I'm here. I'll see you in the next one. And YouTube is showing a video on your screen now. You should watch next. Thanks.